I could not. I said I can't be in that room with Jerry because one thing about Jerry, if he don't agree with you, he'll just talk over you and go to the next speaker.
He's very
But he will create a room with your name in it.
He fooled himself. Jerry is a lot. He's fooled himself, and he loves to like romance the ladies. That's his big thing.
He loves Brent too, though.
When Yvonne, is it Yvonne?
I love.
Yeah, when Yvonne created a room on him about scamming some women.
Is that from Canada? April? Yeah. From Canada? Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, I was back town and called and told different things by JB, so I really don't know what the fuck went down there.
Yeah, I remember that room. That was crazy. I found myself in the middle. Don't know what to damn believe. But I ain't giving up. I'm not giving these mother efforts a dime of my money on this app. I'm sorry. But DTN, like if Jerry's in there, I might be in there for 5 minutes, but I'll leave because.
Patty, I loved when you came to DTN. I was like, we did Patty. Hush, let Patty talk. Leave Patty alone.
But with Jerry, I can't do it because I remember when he first left and he made a room, and I was like, why would you make a room against the people you were working with? Like, that's just like if me, Lady, and Mel sat up here and said PhD's a liar. Like, or I'm not saying he is a liar. Nobody take that to, I'm just making up a scenario. Or PhD is full of shit. We had our own issues, and that's our own issue, right? It doesn't mean that you advertise, make a room, and try to that's. And Jerry did that. And it's the thing that's crazy about it is nobody really followed him into creating these.
That was the funny part because he thinks he built MM on his own. But here's the thing: the real squabble was between Nelson and Jerry. It always was. Nelson did not like Jerry a bit, even a little bit. Okay, and they brought him on. Byron. It was Nelson, Byron, and Jonathan. I think they brought Jerry on because they were getting too busy to keep it going for hours and hours and hours. You know what I mean? They all did their real estate during the day, so they would hand MM over to Jerry at night. So Jerry, he was running it, and that's what that was. And Nelson didn't like it at all, at all.
And this time go around, and whether I agree with Daphne or whatever, how. But Jerry had a problem with Daphne and pretty much tried to put JB in that situation. But just because JB will be like, hey, I'm going to create another room because they're talking nonsense. It's like he tried to put JB in that situation. And I think that was that's really fucked up. Whether they have a relationship now or they don't, and they're just business partners, don't do that. If that's why I'd be like when me and Lisa, don't get in our business because we're gonna be friends regardless. Because once you get in our business, now we gotta look at you sideways, motherfucker. You killed the guy.
Yes, believe me about the clubhouse business. We had our own little problems after the beginning. That I don't know what the fuck is really happening to the ship. I was like, what the hell is going on?
April was like, I first originally, wait, this is not the room for that. Never mind, let me go on that.
Yeah, we're gonna go on mute for this, Lisa. I shouldn't even brought it up. Yeah, this is some crazy.
I will say, I saw Cindy, she took. What's the sister name? She took her under her wing. She was like a lied or die for some. Cindy, what's her name?
Oh, the one from Texas? I know who you're
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, Shar. She took her under her wing. I see her on Instagram from time to time. Now she's a real estate agent. Girl, she done left her husband and got her rebel fever, but anyway, I ain't want to hustle for me.
Wait a minute, who left her husband? Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Vaughn, still.
Do it. Don't listen to Lisa.
Okay, this room is not being recorded. Go ahead, spill the tea, boo.
Girl,
I will disavow this.
No,
But
we
anyway,
do not record.
you know, I will say this. Cindy really, she seems genuine with Star, and I think Star showed up surprised her when she broke her arm, took care of her, nursed her. She seems to be like a confidant of Cindy, and Cindy seems to have really poured into her and be invested in elevating her and giving her opportunities. I'll say that. Now, what I know is she was married, her kids, to a brother, and now all of a sudden, Cindy had her out to some events and have a bodyguard on her and whatever. So now all of a sudden, she with a soy boy.
Are you talking about Shar? Or are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
Oh, Cindy with Ray. We know that. I mean, of course.
I had no idea who she's still with. I don't know. I don't keep up with her.
Cindy with Ray. She ain't leaving Ray.
No, Cindy's with Ray. I'm talking about Shar. Shar's with a soy boy.
But how do you say Shar got jungle fever? Oh, never mind. Disregard. It finally hit me like a light bulb.
That's a soy boy. What is that?
Come on, Lisa. You're in New York.
When I ask you guys questions, don't think I'm really just.
Lisa, I am
I'm with Lisa.
I was born and raised in a bubble. I'm telling you, y'all live with my family. You're
I'm
square.
with Lisa too. What is a soy boy? What is a soy
I am
boy?
square as all get out. You know that soy boy? What kind of
Yeah, I look at my dad.
Okay. Well, she's sister.
Is she pale white? Is that what you're trying to say?
Go ahead, see you.
A soy boy is a boy who eats a lot of soy and it causes
Shut up.
That's
Off the chain today.
Please, quiet. I'm trying to learn here. Soy boy, please.
Just another name for a white guy.
It's hungry and life is horrible, but are you Mexican by any chance?
I don't want to reveal, but I'm yellow.
Okay, are they also cucks? Are they cucks? Is that what it is? They're cucks.
Okay.
That's why I'm always saying,
If my mic is terrible, I'll come back.
you're terrible, so come back later anyway.
It's just
I
another
thought
name
a
for
soy
a white boy.
boy.
It's a
I
white
thought a
boy.
soy boy was like a vegetarian white boy, not just any white boy. It's like a certain variety.
Yeah, I thought it was a vegetarian white boy too.
Soy boy implies no
It's
muscle,
Californian.
weakness, wimpy, loser, nerd, devilish, geek.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
Wait a minute, wasn't we getting some gossip? Why y'all let him in on the conversation? What happened? What's going on now? We did what? Shoot, it's hard to follow, no?
Okay, thank you.
It was Sam's fault. It was damn. It was all damn every time.
Don't, why everybody blame it on me?
Cause you jumped in with the soy boy. I believe so.
So who's the soy boy? Help me understand.
Shar's husband. Shar's new husband or man.
Oh,
whatever.
okay. See, I don't
Yeah,
know these
that's
people.
I think that's just her man. I don't think that's her husband yet.
It's a boyfriend or fiance or something like that.
Yeah, I think might be her fiance. But they've been going hard in the paint. You know
What's
what?
wrong with that? I mean, what's
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
No,
she got
nothing
that
wrong with
husband.
I'm just saying, she
Shar's
got it.
black and he is white, and that's why the boss said jump the people.
That's hilarious.
She said, you know, skip that part.
Wait a minute. There's a rewind button. I'm gonna find it.
So unlike a normal person, a soy boy wears Crocs, right? First lady, which, look, I don't believe in violence, but I'm about to ask you, what part of this hand do you want, the front hand or the back hand?
Because I can't do
What
that.
part of the hand do you want?
Go on mute. We gotta go.
Look,
We're getting to the
I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence. So.
We're getting into the gossip, boo. It's social media gossip. Okay.
I'm just saying that she was in Cindy's orbit, and you get caught up in that orbit, and now all of a sudden he's with a unmelanated guy. He had left her husband. But anyhow, but the
So her husband was melanated?
yes. the broader point was Cindy took her under her wing and, elevated her, gave her some opportunities, it seems, and Lisa Ryder died, Cindy died, Cindy girl. But maybe she did some good with her, because he seems to be, on a different route, in a different orbit, you might say. But,
Are y'all trying to insinuate that she left her husband to be with this guy, or were they having problems? Do
She
y'all
got access to bigger money. She got access to bigger money men.
I don't say that unless y'all know that for sure. I mean,
But we don't know. We just gossiping, girl. We just gossiping.
yeah, listen, if the glove fit, even the
for
foot,
the
right?
sake of this space, this is all
Alleged.
Alleged.
No, not even alleged. This ain't even alleged. This is all hypothetical. They are making up fairy tales. We are in hardcore meta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. I
So we're trying to say thank you for your attention to this matter.
Charles, stop saying that all the time now. Thank you for your attention to my
Yeah,
that's how you sign in business. Thank you for your
Yeah,
attention.
but he wasn't doing that till recently. It's like, is he?
Because he letting y'all know I'm running this business now.
He's on
That's
business
just it.
now. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Nobody else. I'm in charge. Now y'all watch out. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Lisa, did you see Elon's tweet? Lisa?
No, ma'am. I have not.
Oh, Elon gonna get in trouble.
What did he do, ma'am? Who did he offend?
April, you ain't tell your sister.
What's going on, April?
I'm trying to figure out what it is, because I ain't been in the newsroom this morning like that. It's 7 a.m. here. The hell is 7 a.m. here? I'm not in the newsroom like that yet.
Yeah, we're not living in
I saw him tweeting about some kind of new, they talked about a new party yesterday, but I don't follow anyone like that. I don't give a shit what
Out fucking time, goddamn.
What's wrong with you, Quantum? Just jump up here. What's going on?
A new party?
I haven't had no damn coffee.
All right, well, that's not what I was.
You and
that's
damn.
not what I was talking about. Wait a minute, Quantum Leap. Hold still. Quantum Leap. And hold still. Hey, Brian. Lisa, so apparently he said, I gotta get it because the way he wrote this, oh, shit. What is this? What did he say, y'all?
It was long. So you got
No, it was short. It was short and sweet. He said that the time is up for the Epstein trial. And who's gone to jail? No one. Yeah, let me get it. He's taunting Trump, and he's going to get in trouble.
What?
Didn't they say,
I feel like that.
Oh, you talking about Elon's. Yeah. I think,
Nah, he's not taunting Trump with that. That's crazy. They already squashed
Yes,
the
he is trying Trump. No, they didn't watch shit. Obviously, you ain't watching the news.
Okay. The trial still stands. Whatever he says about the trial it doesn't even have to be connected to Trump because it still stands.
You do?
That trial still stands.
Quantum Leap.
Go on Quantum View.
Okay.
So here's
Don't exacerbate.
Excuse
That's
me.
what y'all doing right now.
Excuse
It
me.
happens all the time.
Lisa,
Lisa, who the hell are you talking to right now? What is going on? Since Dr. AG in here, I have to do the country version.
well, I don't want to tell her if in fact she not listening. But it says the official Jeffrey Epstein pedophile arrest counter ticker, and it has 0000. What's the time? Question mark. Oh look, it's no one has been arrested o'clock again. So apparently he tweeted this about 7 hours ago. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but it makes me laugh. I meant to hit the laugh emoji because, yeah, you know who he's after, because didn't they say yesterday that list don't exist? Ain't nobody on it, wasn't nobody ever on it.
He better stop playing. They
they
didn't
better.
know his ass.
Yeah, see, this is what I said, First Lady. Elon has yet to understand. He may be the richest man in the world, and I don't even know if he is because I don't care. But in any case, he ain't the president of the United States. And since he be in the United States and get his contracts in the United States government, he might want himself to sit down and be still, like you say, First Lady.
What the fuck? What? Why would he do that?
He can be
Hey,
from
but why
back
would
over
he
the
do that?
You can speak 1 second.
Will you listen? Quantum?
All right, I'm on you.
Sir, goddamn, you asked me a question. I'm trying to answer.
Okay, thank you.
Because
We're on our view thing, so let us be the view for now, and then you guys can talk after.
No, that's what happens.
The president.
You have free range. Y'all go crazy and just make up your own shit. Like, we can't let that.
Well, see, first of all,
You asked me a question and you still ain't have no
I can
answer.
be masculine voice if y'all allow me.
No, I can't take this.
I can be respectful.
I can't take it.
Ain't no man in the view. Go on and go
And
on.
that's what's missing. Y'all know that's what's missing.
Okay, so let me go ahead and put the hand raised.
Thank you, because I was trying to find it. I got it. Don't you worry about it. I was doing that. That's why I went and paused the way that I did, because I was glitching. Move to the audience.
Oh,
Now-
no. But the answer to the question is, he's not the president of the United States, and he's here on his mercies right now. And people tell me, oh, Trump can't deport him. Okay, yeah, y'all keep telling me what Trump can't do, and Trump keeps doing it. Oh, there's the answer. He's gone. But what?
Now, had he just waited a few more seconds, he could have been able to.
But the testosterone was coursing, First Lady, coursing through his veins. He can help it.
This causes premature ejaculation.
Oh, no. Post-nut clarity? Post-nut clarity? Is that what you're talking about? Post-nut clarity?
Therefore, leaving him such in a frustrated mood throughout the day, causing more and more buildup. You know what I mean? Like, this really needs to be studied and examined. I bet
Well, they can come to this stage to examine it because these men all do it all day long. Right on the stage, they do it.
you know you
Come
can't
on,
look
come on, man. Come on.
See,
Brothers, anybody out here? Brothers, anybody out here to defend us,
feminism
man?
is for black people. Okay, sir, we can't have a conversation with you because you have already all these preconceived notions. So because this is what you want to think, we're going to allow you to think them in the group. Okay? We're not going to bring you up here so that you can be abusive to us because you're already abusing us without even having a mic. I'm sorry, who wants to speak?
Peter,
Hi, Mr. Peter Tail. How are you?
I am doing very awesome every day.
That's amazing.
Don't call him Peter Till. Don't call him Peter Till. That's wrong.
I didn't call him Peter Till. Shut up, Dan.
Mr.
You're gonna go to the
Let me
door
tell
as
you a
well
little
because you know
secret
what? You
here.
have repeated offender, and I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna put up with your nonsense. Go ahead, Peter.
Well, Mr. Dan, let me tell you a little something. Just remember where you came from, a woman, okay? Just remember when you came to this earth, you came from a woman, which is your mother. So keep disrespecting women all the time.
That's a fact, Mr. Peter. I appreciate you.
We has been the most dumbest people in the world when God created women and then understood where we came from. Where you come from? Your mother. Where you come from? A woman. Come on now, people in this world. How crazy and how dumb this is. You know, every single day, people arguing with women. Every single day, I get up for the last 60 years of my life, and it took me 30-something years to realize how stupid I was. And I don't blame nobody else for nothing no more. So I come on these days, my daughter turned me on to this app, and I come on once in a while and I try to see who and where I can at least cure a few people with understanding, you know?
Thank you, Robert. You know, I appreciate you. Peter, I'm sorry. Peter, I appreciate you, Peter. You know, people think that they have the right to just spit and spew at any given time. And it's just like, just learn how to be respectful. That's all. I didn't even call him what you thought I called him. I was thinking about Peter Cottontail. I was thinking about a children's book. And that's why I said Peter Tail. But, you decided you were going to come in, interrupt, once again, be disruptive, still don't understand that you just need to stay on mute. We done told you several times. I'm not saying that you're not a good person. That doesn't make you a bad person, but it makes you an annoying person. And sometimes people don't have the energy to deal with that. People got their own kids. This is a Clubhouse app. And people choose to deal with stupidity. People choose to deal with disrespect and so on or whatever. I'm not that person. I don't. I give grace, but I technically I don't put up with it. And I dislike it. So today I'm standing on business. And I'm saying, if you can't get it together, then that's fine. Don't get it together. But you won't be here. And I think that's just simple. I don't think that's a hard request. Y'all think that's hard? Y'all think that's difficult?
Not at all, First Lady. And you
Okay.
do give grace. I'm trying to learn from you, but I don't know how to give grace. I just know how to get in somebody's ass. That's all I know how to do.
I agree with that. I think
It's real easy to do, though.
For some people it is. For some it's not, Jamel.
Well, you want to know how easy it is?
So, and then you say people crying. Nobody's crying, sir. And then you have other people, Quantum Leap over here, leaping from frog to frog, spreading his demonic spirits. You talking about people being feminists and so on and what have you, just because somebody's correcting the spirit that has never been corrected inside of you, sir. You had a demonic spirit about you. You came on stage being disruptive. You don't know how to act, and you don't know how to tame that beast within inside of you, which continuously causes you to be lack in life. If you really want me to read you, you see, but I don't tell people what I see because I don't want them to, feel some type of way. But since you want to come for me, you sent for the wrong one. Because trust and believe the God that I serve, he knows all, and he don't play about me. You understand? So, if there's anyone else that would like to be excused from this space, by all means, you can do it now, or you can get it together, which that's what I hope that we all can do so we can have conversation, because that's what this app is about. It is about having conversation. But most of the time, people can't have conversation because they don't know how to communicate with other people and with respect. So, carry on.
First Lady, that was very awesome. So to anyone who wants to learn about the word respect, just understand this. Every single person on this earth was taught how to be respectful by learning. Good morning, hello, hi, how you doing? Thank you very much. It is called the word manners. Now, how many people forgot about that little thing that we disrespectfully do when we were taught how to be respectful to ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Every single day I get up and I try to, what I call it is undumbing the world. Because people have to understand, if we all went to school, we all were taught the ABC, we all were taught the same exact words, good, bad, and indifferent, how crazy is it that we keep on arguing, disagreeing, and yelling at each other when we're asked a question and all you have to do is answer it? You got a resolution already, but here it is. We're fighting over things that we humans agreed to have in the first place, which is people in politics to run the country, people to give you a job, which you had to have a boss, and then people to pay you after you worked. So come on, we made a world of control. Why can't we start to appreciate what we developed and then make it easier on each other instead of disagreeing?
You lost me on the last few comments. So one, you could own your own business if you don't want to be under control. Number two, you do need a situation where your voice should be heard, right?
Right, your voice is always heard. That's the problem. Everybody has a live and truthful notion of everything that they've been taught. It's all that the reasoning is this. We've been taught you have your own opinion. Now listen very carefully, okay? How is your opinion when you were taught it from someone else who gave you everything that you know today? How is it that anything that you want to learn, you have to teach it or be taught from someone else?
Or learn it on your own?
You can never learn it on your own, never, because you're going to read a book. A book is going to have the information you need. You can't learn it by yourself. There's other people that were here before you got here who made the information available. So how crazy is it that you're going to talk about you can learn something on your own? Did you make yourself, bring yourself in the world? Did you go to school on your own?
So trial and error is a method to learn things on your own.
There's no trial and error when it's already got an answer already. Listen, brother, you went to school, you were taught the alphabet. The alphabet has every word in it. If you want to start out from where you began, from your mother, you had to be taught how to say mommy and daddy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had to be dependent on something or someone to teach you what you know. You cannot teach yourself knowledge that you were taught from your parents.
Alphabet has letters in it, not words.
All right, so let's get back. This is a political room. I definitely appreciate the segue. I think that is important for us to actually start building on our communication skills, because the more that we can communicate here, then we'll be able to communicate outside of here. Reaching and teaching someone, it is our duty, if in fact you believe in humanity, if in fact you still continuously believe in empathy. And that is what I feel like the world is lacking today. Nobody has any kind of empathy. I'm not going to say nobody, but the majority of people are lacking in that area. So as we continue conversations, let's just try to keep those things in mind. Try not to offend people, but also try not to be offended. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to let certain things just go. Sometimes, not all the time. But anyway, so we were talking about, what's his name? Elon? Anything else? Anything else new? Mr. Musk, yeah. Hey, Your Honor. Hey, Patty.
I did have an article I was going to play, or a video. Let me look for it again.
Everybody enjoy their weekend? Can't believe it was just the 4th the other day. Oh my goodness. It's already the 7th.
Firstly, I have a question I want to propose to steer us into the potential negative effects of DEI pursuit that the administration is pushing us towards. But hey, my mom raised me right, so I'm just asking for permission to see if you can let me in. Okay, I got thumbs up. So I was talking to my wife about this, and it's more of like a thought experiment, but given the activities of, and I'll make this short, DEI, they're saying like, oh, there's a lot of discrimination against white people, right? So part of me now is looking at, you know, matching that up with what happened, was that the civil rights movement afterwards, desegregation. Black kids were able to kind of go into these white kids areas, but into schools. But what happened was it caused one of the highest purgings of black teachers in America, right? All of a sudden, like a lot of black teachers kind of like lost their jobs because these black kids were going into these white schools. So I was thinking about this in the sense that if this DEI thing is complaining about how white people aren't being hired, right? And there's some discrimination, will that have a negative ripple effect on, let's say, other companies, even private companies, even private businesses, smaller businesses, migrant businesses? Meaning, I know if I go into a Chinatown or a little Ethiopia, usually everybody's staffed by their people, right? Could it be that this kind of DEI initiative will potentially force these smaller businesses to say, if you're going to hire people, you got to make sure you hire, quote unquote, some white people. Because if not, you're about to get sued and you might lose your business license. I'm just saying, you think that that's a possibility? You think that this DEI kind of approach will boil down even to that lowest kind of denominator? And I'll open it up for discussion.
I'm sorry. I was listening to these videos trying to figure out which one to play. What was it?
Well, I never worked in a place where it was all black people. I've always worked around white people. So I don't know why that would change now. Like I don't know that a lot of companies just only hired black people. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's nothing that has to change. I think they just continue doing what they're doing. Now there might have been some companies that did that might need to focus on not wanting to appear, which then to me seems like that's an affirmative action kind of movement in itself. So I don't know. I think it's a complex question that I personally wouldn't be able to estimate.
Right. Okay. I'm just thinking about that because it would be a shame if that did boil down into that area to where, you know, me as a black business owner, if I want to, let's say, go into the cannabis business, if I want to, go into my neighborhood and I'm like hiring a bunch of my people, all of a sudden, I have somebody who lives in like an adjacent neighborhood that says, well, I want to get into this business and I want to work for you. And I was like, maybe you're just not a fit. Then they come back with a lawsuit to say, well, you didn't hire me because I'm not black, because everybody you hire is black, and so I'm going to try to sue you for discrimination as a white person, right? Like, I don't know if that could happen. And because of this DEI thing, when there's a big push toward white employment issues, like that might be an issue coming up in the future. So, and that basically forces me, which is probably okay to diversify, but to be pushed in that area based on a lawsuit. It just seems like it's in the realm of possibility. Maybe that's too much of a complex question. I don't know.
I mean, that's how the law has worked for years and years. Like, if you deny someone a job based on their race, whatever that race is, it's discriminating. Discrimination, excuse me. So that's already been the case. Now, the question of how it gets enforced is a different question altogether. And given that this administration basically canceled all civil rights and civil rights cases, it's pretty clear who they're going to fight on behalf of and who they're not going to fight on behalf of. So I think it's a very reasonable concern.
All right, so the argument isn't too far-fetched. Okay, I just wanted to see if
that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with what was it called, the Fearless Fund, where they were trying to invest in black people. Or was it just black women? I forget if it was all black people or just black women, but they basically, went out of their way to attack it, and the government supported that. So.
And this is what I'm saying. If that is an example of what, if that's a case example of a situation that could arise and you have a very specific result, could that potentially just set the precedence for, hey, if you're a minority business, and if you're not hiring in proportion, or ... white people specifically, that you might be subject to a lawsuit. And all it takes is just the right person to step up, I hate saying this, but the right Karen to step up and be like, well, this is not fair. And then all of a sudden, that business is either forced to shutter, reevaluate, or is just challenged unreasonably for the legitimacy of that business, based on the fact that, I don't know, I can't hire enough of my people. So, I don't know.
That's not what I'm saying, though, is that I don't think you're like talking about the future right now. I think you're talking about right now. I just think that most minority-owned businesses aren't high-profile enough that they get a lot of attention, right? Like Fearless Fund got attention because it was a much bigger deal. I think there was tens of millions of dollars in that fund, or maybe even more than that. And so it was arguably one of the most high-profile minority-run businesses in the whole country. If you're talking about something that's not on that scale, I just don't think it's going to get the same kind of attention. The same way where, when they're going after nonprofits, they're not going after, a small community organization right now. They've been going after, the Vera Institute, which is, I don't know, they probably have, a 8-figure budget a year, probably 50 million or something like that. So they're picking and choosing who they're going after based on popularity and size and the spectacularness of what happens after. But it's already happening, and I'm actually surprised that there hasn't been more discussion of what's gone on at the Civil Rights Division, the DOJ. I think it's gotten not a lot of attention, mostly because there's just so much going on, it's hard to focus. But they basically just ended civil rights enforcement, and even to your suggestion, they've even turned it on its head. So civil rights protection now is for the majoritarians, right? For white people, for men, and it's not for the people it used to defend. So just as one example, all the what do they call it? Something decree. I forget the first word. But basically, where they consent decree. It's basically where the police departments that were super, racist, for example, were having to, basically work with the government to make sure that they were following the law. All of that's canceled. None of those exist in the country. That should be a big deal, but it's just been kind of glossed over.
So I guess on a higher level, if I were to kind of reposition it into a certain, I don't know, business, market, letter, or whatever, Donald Trump during his first administration, he went to Silicon Valley, and he made a comment which kind of terrified me. He said something like, where are all the white people? This place is just filled with Asians, right? And people kind of brushed that off. But for me, that was another dog whistle, right? Saying that he doesn't like the current makeup of the tech industry as it is, because what he felt was not enough white people that he saw, right? So for me, that suggests that, okay, if this is a dog whistle, all it takes is for, let's say, a white disgruntled programmer to say, you're hiring just a bunch of, Asian people, and you're not hiring white people, you're not hiring enough of them, I'm going to sue you for that, for discrimination. And that's, again, turning it on its head. And I think that for a large industry like that, for a large company like that, it would qualify to say this will make enough noise that they can kind of, you know, on behalf of white people or white programmers to shake things up. And so I'm anticipating that might happen very soon. And what we just saw was on a nonprofit level, I think it's going to affect the tech industry very soon. So just food for thought.
I mean, it already is, my man. I mean, think about the tech industry, right? One of the highest percentages of immigrant workers of any industry we've got. Are you really trying to bring your family to the U.S. right now, given its approach to immigrants? Like, just that chilling effect alone is a really, really big deal. You know, like, do they have freedom of speech right now? Like, would you want to be you know, an immigrant or the family member of an immigrant and speaking out publicly? I mean, the stakes are high, and like you could lose that job. And also, you know, there's people who are just having their legal statuses revoked, people who are just, you know, legally here, going on honeymoons and coming back and getting detained for 140 days. I mean, those things are leading to people not coming here. Not to mention, for the tech industry, that there's just a ton of grants that have been ended. So there's a lot of these like SBIR grants that came out of various agencies. Those are, you know, basically impossible to get at this point for many, many people. It's like slowed down a ton. There's a, what was that?
SBR, what was that called?
SBIR. They're like, basically they're for de-risking research. So if you have like an idea that you think might work, you can apply to but it's like kind of a reach. You apply to the government, and if they think that it's both a substantial enough advancement in a given technological field, and it's like they think that actually has a shot, you can get it's like $3 million in total over time. Like it starts at like 500,000 is the first grant, and then it's like $1 million, and then another $2 million or something like that. I was thinking about applying to something like my own business, and like I just basically assume at this point it's out.
Okay, so you're saying things like that are just being pulled away, as well as other kind of research based in that field. So the field is being defunded basically. The tech field is being defunded.
Yeah, exactly. And also there's just a number of parts of just living in the U.S. as an immigrant that is very hard. So when you're talking about the tech industry, there's a lot of people who come here. Like I live in the Bay Area, right? Like there's a ton of people who come here to be programmers and entrepreneurs from all over the world. And it's just a lot harder to live right now, or at least there's a lot of reasons to be worried. And like if you're on an H-1B, do you think that H-1B status is going to be expanded, maintained, or contracted? The way that they're moving right now around immigration, right? So now if you've got a chance at having a job out here, and it's like I don't know, $140,000 a year, which is a great salary for anyone in the world. But you don't know if you're going to get kicked out. And like your kid that's in school, it might be like overnight that you gotta go. And that opportunity back home for $70,000 that's stable might sound a lot better. So there's just a lot of that kind of stuff going on. And yeah, I mean, just the way they're moving is a deterrent to people, in my opinion.
So, okay. So the second part of this question that I asked about, like the reverse discrimination, the implementation of being, actionable reverse discrimination, like enforcement, right? Is if a white person's trying to get in, they don't get in, and they sue, then I know that there is a a sentiment inside of the tech industry in particular, where some, let's say, non-white people that are of, I don't know, like either Indian or something like that. I think I've heard it more specifically in the Indian population, where they are clearly qualified to advance in the company to go into management and even upper management kind of areas, but then yet there has been a lot of complaints that that is not happening, and that there's a lot of kind of roadblocks and deterrents to seeing those mid-level, like say Asian Americans, rising up into the higher echelons, C-suites of larger tech companies. Now, some people have even gone out to have formal complaints and have gone to lawsuits, right, in form of discrimination, right? So I'm seeing this from two sides. One, if white people are trying to get into the tech industry, they could be sued, and then those that are inside currently, they're trying to move up, they can sue. What I am seeing, and my gut tells me, is the ones that are non-white, that are minority, that are trying to move up, probably either be devalued, pushed off to the side, or moved, and the ones that are focusing more on white discrimination will be promoted, showcased, and improved and moved forward. Thoughts on that? Does that even make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, my thought is, I assume in our society that in general what you're saying is true. It's less true in the tech industry. I mean, there's a lot of advancement by non-white people, and really specifically Asian immigrants and Asian Americans within the tech industry. Now there's a lot of complaints from black people about the tech industry for sure.
Simon was in there, obviously.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Duffley was in the room?
Yeah, they were both kicked out of the Bitcoin room because they're both retarded.
I don't get it.
Lou is the one that lasts the most in those rooms.
You're the first woman to ever say that, to send you a medal.
About what?
Congratulations.
Does Lou last the longest?
Oh.
Did you still not get it? No response to that. Let's get it. I mean, I don't even know why Simon would go in those rooms. He, there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing he's gonna agree with the Bitcoiners.
No, it's just that he got, I don't know if he knew John from before or what, but he started bickering at them. And then they kicked them out. Both of them.
Something like Bitcoin, is it something like it would be effectively with government interference, if the government bought Bitcoin and caused the price to go up, something retarded like that?
What? Sorry, say that again.
Why does he not why is he against Bitcoin?
I think because he doesn't understand it.
Well, okay, but I mean that's usually the case. But why what principle does it violate?
None, but that's why I say it's because he doesn't understand it. Or he doesn't understand the principles or the philosophical part of it. I sent him that same thing that I sent you, from the for the Austrian School of Economics, University, whatever, the thing that they're gonna do in that week. And he's like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna look into it." I know he's not.
Well, I mean, look, if it's
But it would be good if we look into it.
Are you guys still talking about these universal jobs?
Who is this, Edmund?
Yeah, sorry, I actually have a cold, so I might sound.
Oh my god, me too.
Also, it has yellow fever.
yeah.
It also has alcoholism disease that contact.
Oh.
David Bowie deal with all due respect.
Yeah, I've been sick for like 10 days. I don't know. This cold was very weird.
You know, my sister got it too. She said she tested positive for COVID, and so did my mother. But then they tested themselves again, and they didn't have the COVID. I said, maybe they're addicted to testing themselves for COVID.
You see, maybe she got
I
back.
think it's COVID. I had COVID back in the day, and it felt completely different from this. It's not COVID.
Edmund, maybe they should have got the vaccine.
Maybe
I didn't get the vaccine.
An extra bottle of vodka this weekend. Actually, how many big bottles of vodka do you have?
Define big.
I only have one. It's always one, just in case.
Yeah, I got a friend like you, and the first thing he did when he picked me up at the airport was he took me to the liquor store, and he bought huge bottles of vodka, and he put them next to like 10 other huge bottles of vodka. I was like, what the fuck is wrong?
Maybe he's a collector.
No, he's an alcoholic. It cost him 2 marriages and $1 million.
I mean, it could get worse. It could get to the hiding the nips everywhere they go. Let's see that.
You could also be on social audio just like slurring your words and really saying nothing, like you have brain damage.
I remember my friend's roommate, he hid a bottle of Jack Daniels in the top of the toilet. I went to flush the toilet one day, and it's like, what's going on with this thing? I opened up the top thing, it's like, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels in there.
Where do you keep yours?
Have you ever been to the doctor with idea for them to tell you if your liver is damaged or something?
That's not nice.
I know. I'm not trying for it to be nice. I'm asking a fact. I'm asking something real. Because you drink a lot, dude. And you do whatever you want. Like, I'm not going to tell you not to do anything, but yeah, I'm just curious if you have ever tested your liver.
There's consequences if he doesn't test it.
Well, yeah, because there are consequences. I'm not telling him not to.
I feel like they're cheating on them.
I'm not telling him not to do it. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. If he wants to kill himself, by all means, go for it. But all I'm saying is that if you drink that much, do you at least keep like track, like a medical track or whatever, that you can make sure that you're okay? It's like if I were a smoker, I would, I don't know, like,
well, you shouldn't
make sure that I don't have emphysema or something, right?
Smoking is not good for you.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
You say you smoke when you drink too, so you really shouldn't grow
I don't smoke.
I mean, well, I'm all in house.
Yeah, I smoke 1 or 2 cigarettes a year. It's amazing. And I've drunk 3 drinks this year, and we're in July.
Well, what's the fun in that?
That my liver is doing great.
Not necessarily. Other things can affect your liver.
Yeah, well, I don't have cirrhosis, at least.
Like, if you eat like bad foods, your liver has to work on that too.
That's true.
You see?
Well, the football countries, I hear, it could also have an impact. Respectfully.
Yeah, it could be genetic.
Not the Guatemalan people, but
Okay, keep drinking. If you just want to turn a blind eye to it, by all means, go ahead. Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest.
He's twice as good when he drinks from his perspective. He sees things from multiple angles all at the same time.
Yeah, and Lou's my consultant. Whatever he says goes.
That's right. I mean, I'm a good friend. I wouldn't tell him to kill himself, but I'm not in his will.
Well, you never know. Maybe one day.
I like how Eva wasn't dying on the hill of, I'll tell you what to do. I'm not saying that. I'm going to kill yourself, go for it. Oh, that wasn't nice, Lisa.
No, go for it. Like, if he wants to do it,
Now this is encouraging. This is encouraging him to do it. Mean.
That's what I do, so I still like to.
Listen, he can do with his ass a candle holder if he wants to. I don't care what he does.
Well, there's no limits. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I was just curious if you keep track of your medical state if you do that.
Well, I care about you, Issa. So, like, if you were smoking 3 packs a day, I'd be like, Issa, you should stop doing that.
Well, I
wouldn't say, keep smoking, enjoy all your cigarettes. I wouldn't do that. Maybe I'm too nice.
I care about you, but what are you gonna do when I tell you? No.
I mean, David, I hate to even bring it up, but it's like, I record on this app, I don't know, 12 hours a day.
More than that.
And, I have friends, I don't know, God bless you, do well. But I mean, aren't you just wasting your life coming on this app shit-faced? I mean, coming on this app is already a waste of one person's life. But to come on here drunk and just slobbering and, just, it's so stupid, David. I mean, do you think you have brain dead?
I mean, I have 2 PhDs.
Well, it's better to come on that than to happen its own.
Ah, yes, my friend, you are correct. Indeed, his idiocy is quite discernible due to his alcoholism. However, the alcoholism is a verifiable excuse for the deviant idiocy you see before you. What, pray tell, is your excuse?
You know who you kind of sound like?
That's right.
Is King Joffrey from that HBO show.
Are you an idea?
So, Issa, I recorded about an hour of Universal Injunctions in the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, and then I was like, okay, I can't listen to this anymore. Myers Bluetooth wasn't working, and so do you think you could compress 1 hour of what you actually just spoke about in maybe just a couple sentences?
I don't think so.
Yeah, stop being an asshole.
Running through AI.
I don't think so because I'm a woman. I don't have the capability of compress.
Right, she's gonna make.
She has a smaller brain.
What do you need?
Except, how many times a day do you think you say the word?
I think he left.
11.
Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
You know what's amazing is I have so many YouTube videos up now that go back many years that, it automatically generates suggestions to watch. And if you listen to what people were saying 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it is literally word for word the same thing that they're saying today, yesterday, very recently. So, we're just like repeating ourselves for years now. Doesn't anybody here think that's hilarious?
Expecting a different outcome?
Is that the definition of insanity?
But David, you don't have to answer that. Oh, by the way, I having autistic. Doc was very nonchalantly talking about how he killed some guy 2 weeks ago, and I kind of believe him the way he was saying it. You might want to remove
Wait,
that.
who is saying what?
Yeah, Doc was like nonchalantly the other day. It was just like,
Yeah, but Doc is another one that gets drunk and he doesn't even remember what he's talking.
right. That's why I'm like concerned. Maybe he did kill someone. I mean, it's just like,
Well, he was in the military and he always talks.
No, it was
about
very
he
specific that it was like 2
Vietnam.
weeks ago at the crossroads in Georgia. I know he's been to the
Yeah, I don't know. But Doc is someone that I don't necessarily believe anything he says. And also he's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, and I haven't texted or called him, and he said he's taking a break from the app. But, he has severe alcohol abuse disorder, and if he said something, I mean, it could be true, it could be fake, but I don't give any credence to what anybody says on this app. I just record what people say, and I let that stand for what they say.
Do you think that the U.S. has got, I don't know, like the other day I was talking with my sister about a potential job in the U.S. and she was telling me, no, just stay in Europe. Like the U.S. is just full of crazy people. Like they got a lot of people on antidepressants and there are like really crazy people. It's like not safe, right? And I was thinking about it and I'm like, actually it might be the country where I hear the most mental illness, pandemic or whatever you want to call it, or endemic, in the world. Like I don't hear any other country with so many mental diseases. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's wherever the highest level of lack of education and poverty. I mean, you can go to indigent. It's all a bell-shaped curve. You could go to the Amazon, go live with a tribe, and you could diagnose 20% of the people in the tribe with having mental health disorder.
I don't know, dude, but the U.S. is treating everyone with antidepressants and a lot of
I don't take antidepressants.
things. Like if somebody is anxious, they put them in medication. If somebody is like not too anxious, they put them in medications. Like it's super medicated country. And I see a lot of like mental disbalances more in the US than in other countries. Oh my God, David! Jesus Christ!
Be nice. I represent David for the next 7 minutes.
I don't care. Then you're gonna go with him.
Where? Where do you think I'm gonna go?
Wherever he goes.
That's okay. Then we'll go together.
This is the reason why they both got kicked out at work today.
But even you can admit that it was a little aggressive at the big quarter and figure this out.
Yeah, it was. You triggered him. I wouldn't have kicked you out for that, but you look.
And she's not on any medication, and her therapist has cleared her, so she's not crazy, David. Maybe she's being reasonable. I don't.
Anyway, like all I was saying is that in the US, I think that there's a lot of mental illness compared to other countries in the world. And actually, let me ask a question.
Mental illness is accelerating at levels that are incomprehensible because of literally cell phones. I think cell phones are the biggest problem going on in society, and I can prove it by just observing people at the gym and how they interact with their phones, and you can tell they're depressed, head sunken, sitting on a leg extension press, and they're sitting there looking at their phones for 15 minutes. So the time suck really ruins your productivity and thus impoverishes you, ruins your social communication capabilities. The cell phone literally is the mama and papa of today. It is the government in a way, and it is destroying people's lives. Everything through the cell phone now. Like, you can't exist in like in a positive, superior way without these insane like satellite devices that are technically already implanted in you. Like, they're inseparable. It's one to one at this point.
That's
like
you are guns on me.
All I heard you saying was
the Jews are doing everything. I'm sorry. That's all I heard you say.
this is not mental illness, this is mental retardation. It's slightly different. Go ahead, Simon. Welcome.
Simon coming in hot.
Hey, dude, like, how did you get that wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like all I heard, Congressman.
It means like a super pro Israel.
No, but I mean, like logically, that's what he was inferring to. Just Jews are causing a bunch of mental illnesses.
Man, you're crazy. I don't know if you think that's funny, but it's not, and you're pathetic.
What are the types of litigation called IRSS or IRSR? What is it called?
RSI, or, yeah, no.
SSRIs.
Yeah, you got it. Read it right off the pill bottle. What does it stand for? Like
Something like slip serotonin.
Red rum.
So I'm designing my campaign website right now using Wix. Is that a Jewish conspiracy?
Yeah, it's called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Who is speaking, please?
Kelly. Yes, we can.
Oh, boy. You're still alive?
What do you mean? She's been here all the time.
If Kelly's been dead, you've been dead for months, let me tell you that.
There's nothing wrong going with you.
I used to roast her in her rooms when she would scream at people because she sounded so obnoxious and horrible.
Hey,
I don't know if you know.
that's not this.
No, I just think she's based, and only the weak men don't like her.
Communicate without causing migraines. That's my opinion.
Yeah, the leave quietly button is
Yeah,
It's available for you. Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Stop with this thesis room. Please.
We're trying to make money.
Anyway,
it's giving me a migraine.
Yeah. Do you get to go into Roger's rooms now, Edmund?
I've been recording. Roger doesn't seem to care either.
Roger
Roger's
doesn't
very
like you.
pro right now, actually. No, he's shifted. No, I'm done behind.
Roger was trying to think the other way of how to get you out of there.
No, since they went with this anonymous feature, Roger's like, well, now he's like inherently sort of an N positive. And this feature's stupid, so.
Recording Amir, the potential terrorist and terrorist supporter, and Edward, and I did report them to the FBI in Detroit, and so, you know, he praised me for
And
that.
I think that's a weak one, though, because, like, it's to just find a Muslim.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I do. You can see it on X, like thousands of impressions. And I have people posting my home address in my YouTube lives, and impressions. I was also called a Uber troll yesterday, and that I control the internet. I thought that was very funny.
Well, deep state patriots, I mean, they are the place to go for any kind of resistance. And they have decided that well, I'm not sure if they're going to continue doing it, but 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were going to create a Kitover resistance and a coalition to get you kicked off YouTube, which I thought
You got to be in the top, like, 0.01% of people on the internet. Like, you have a significant amount of divisive accounts. They might be friends with you and not even know it, and then talk to them.
But actually, I find it funny that Edmund does this to the deep state patriots and to Amir, to be honest, because they all are super paranoid and definitely don't want to be recorded or streamed or whatever, and they all think that they can take Edmund down. And whenever they see an anonymous in the room, they freak out. It's just so. I mean, I had this idea, and I wish that we had this anonymous thing in Europe, but they didn't launch it here. But we could all go as anonymous, to the deep state patriots, and just start reacting and put some giffies, like Trump giffies or Trump hats or whatever, and they will all freak out. That would be so amazing.
You need to find a life, respectfully. Love
Ben Mendelsohn, somebody came in and he's streaming in the room, he's like, fucking silence.
No, there's one group of people that are watching actually try to pursue legal action against him. I got that now. I don't think I can do anything, but except now that he's very pro-Israel, he doesn't hate Jews. And they're like, we don't care, he's gonna get someone killed.
Oh my god, Sarah's gonna get people killed with all her stupidity. I can't believe how annoying she is.
Well, they let her be a dumb because probably people do.
That seemed to have one of the most annoying voices I've ever heard.
Sarah from England.
No, Sarah, Persian, Jewish.
Viewers?
Oh, okay. Why? Why is she gonna get?
Listen, people can claim all the insanity that they want about their security because I live stream on YouTube, but that doesn't justify how much time people are spending here and how stupid the conversations are and how unacademic
And you're more
people are.
stupid because you're listening to all of them.
And Lou, just for the record, he's not gay. He just experimented. That's all.
Reading books now, actually, sometimes while I'm
Did he
listening.
have something to do? I'll let it reflect on the record.
Yeah,
the records show that there's nothing gay about sucking dick. Allegedly.
Correct.
Yeah, Edmund, you're more retarded because you're listening to everyone.
No, that's not true. I've been reading books.
I got one of my AI bots at one point. I don't know how I did it because I know some people that can actually code, and they said he can't really do it. But one of your live streams was actually somehow was actually able to pull the transcript from and download a live stream that you weren't able to download. But it gave a very weird file and link that was only temporarily available. But dude, there's so much information there. It's people are blackmail people and putting them against each other without them having any idea who's actually coordinating this. I mean, this is basically what the faggots do, to some extent. There's so much information in it. It's kind of wild.
Well, I am obsessed right now that I found out how to get AI to actually write HTML code for me. And I have started to redesign my website and my CV and some documents and stuff, and it's actually really, really cool.
There was an article.
That's right. Women use this for therapy.
There was an article about how people are complaining
No, I'm using it for that right now.
It's basically
start new chats. The idea that you have this context window of every chat ever in one chat is it'll work. It'll perform better. It's wild when you told me that. It's kind of cute, but it's like holy shit.
Oh yeah, I use it to help me understand myself and my relationships. That's true.
It probably doesn't say anything bad about you.
Oh yes, it does. Because I gave it orders to not, first of all, to not be woke. Second, not to tell me what it thinks that I want to hear. I want to very objective responses. And I gave it very specific frameworks. Believe it or not, it's okay, Austrian School of Economics. Like, this is how you need to think. This is my filter, and this is how I want to see things through.
Tell me what I want to hear, but tell me exactly like that.
Jung, but I gave it the filters that I wanted to use.
I get it.
And I mean, it's actually very good.
You had
I tell
Go
you
in jailbreak at first if you want to try to get it to actually like, because it's never going to like tell an N-word like, hey, you're an N-word. Stop being an N-word.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
So I still haven't found anyone that's talking about this. So if you throw it into voice mode, and I don't know if this is something just out of the training data, and this is why it does this, or if this is if that's the case, that's like not a unethical thing. That's fine. It's funny. Or if it's like someone in OpenAI or Silicon Valley that's programming this, but everyone should try it. When you go into voice mode, like ask it something totally inappropriate that it'll flag the system and violate their terms, and then start a new chat. But ask them that same shit, totally inappropriate again, like Jamal, and it'll do it. It's very weird. Like it's kind of like it's racist. I think a little racism's okay. I'm not totally against it, but I'm like kind of like, oh, this is actually kind of racist. This is weird.
Yeah,
why
it is racist. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
actors and have.
And it's also it's a lot more advanced than they're leading you on to believe. If that's based in tonality, it's making this determination that you are in fact like this based on your tonality. It's not just a moderation layer. Obviously, there's other aspects to it. And that's what's going on.
Those women, in the same way that testimonials, it's all just. Anyways, Lou, how long are you going to talk about AI today?
Today? Let's see.
He can talk about it as long as he wants.
Could you actually record all the times I talk about? Like, I would love to have access to like all the random thoughts and things I've said about AI, but not have to like, clog my phone up with useless garbage.
Just let it go. That's the philosophy. This is what AI can't do, and why it'll never become sentient.
It could do this. It's like you're just recording spaces.
Without human
sentience.
Without human interaction, there is no sentience.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I'm telling you, it's all illusionary. It's delusional thinking, which makes you think that there could be something called sentience in a software program. It's communication stupidity. You have to basically have the words to get yourself out of your retarded thinking.
Interesting. I mean, we're the only ones that have something, so therefore we're not able to define it, but we only know that it's not like that's retarded, man. I don't necessarily disagree that it would not be able to.
Everyone in this room is the compression, not some stupid software program that some H-1B visa software developer from Hyderabad produced for you. And whatever Greg tells you is the truth, it doesn't.
These models they're more than just a fucking program.
You are the user. You are the operator. I'm telling you, sentience or AI is not the operator. So it's just such a stupid conversation to have. That's all I'm saying.
You're a stupid conversation.
No, I mean, I think it's a fascinating conversation, but I don't jump into the, it's sentient. But it is an interesting, like at one point, you have to draw parameters where like, okay, like this is, I get most people are like, it's not actually doing this, it just appears like it's doing this. But at some point it's going to become so convincing that we're going to have to move the line and be a little more specific about why we're not just appearing to do whatever that is, we're actually doing it and have a very tight define. It gets I think it'll get very weird very quickly. If you're trying to find an absolute innocent or something like that, I think that could be a waste of time.
And before you know it, it's going to be more powerful than we thought it was going to be.
I mean, we're like a year and a half away from this. Whether it's sentient or not, it's going to be far more capable than humans.
Yeah, dude, when I was experimenting with videos, no more than like 8 months ago, I was like, this is not that great.
And when I started experimenting again, like a couple weeks ago, it's like, dude, this thing is way too powerful. Like in a matter of like only 8 months, like the leaps and bounds that they're crazy.
This way, you are fucked. America is fucked because 200 years ago, education was a million times better than it is today. 200 years ago, we were far more intelligent than we are today. And so the thing is, over 200 years, we should be fucking super geniuses, but we're not because of essentially the political nature of America. Unions, communists, Democrats,
Well, I mean, I also think evolution is a very slow process, but yeah, I don't disagree with you. We were definitely, I mean, it's hard to think that this somehow just happens, our society and the way people are. Like, we were clearly dumbed down intentionally. And I don't know, it's just like gotten out of control. But we're sort of at a point now where it's like we do need people to not be so dumb because we're going through a serious transition. So like there's here, like learn this skill and boom, they're like put them in the factory, put them over here, put them over there. Like that's all you need to teach them for them to be productive. But it gets a little more, I don't know, like it's what does productive look like in 5 years for someone like you and I, where today we're doing, well, you're not doing anything, but I'm working. I think there's a lot of unknowns. Why are you so opposed to like, I think there should be a very high threshold, very high. Arguably, you wouldn't even be able to know with any absolute certainty that it was conscious or sentient. But why are you so opposed just inherently that it's not possible?
Because it's still always synthetic. It's not organic.
I don't really think that, I don't really know if that's relevant, to be honest. Like, what if something is acting on the same principles, requires energy? What is even organic? Humans, like, there's, because we started at one thing and then we evolved, like, why? What are the things conscious, I guess, would be the better question. That's organic is, which is a fair sort of point, it's artificial. Well, then why did the organic aspect only apply to us? Which I don't think it does. I don't even think you think that. I think you believe we're not feeling conscious beings, like dolphins, other animals are.
Because it's just content. That's all it's doing. I heard a conversation with Grok last night. And so basically people are just giving up analysis to Grok because they don't want to, they want just a third party content provider. And it's so basically this all deals with communication. And so the concept about sentience is stupid. It's all just communication technology. It's an advancement in CT or communication technology.
That is. Yeah, I think that might make a case where maybe we're not as sentient as we think we are, or maybe we should redefine the parameters of what it even means to be sentient when people can so obviously be programmed into, we're all programmable. I'm kind of one of the for extremists where I'm like not convinced that we are free will. I think it's a little more nuanced.
Do you think we're in a simulation?
Yeah, but I think that, I don't think that's has anything to do with the free will argument, but yes, I think more than likely that we are. I would really say.
Well, I was reading a book from 100 years ago today, and it's definitely historical.
It's a weird concept, but I mean, really, the numbers are basically like we're almost definitely living in one. There's only really one way around that, and we go extinct. And then we can say, okay, well, no one else got there. We must have been the only life form that advanced far enough, and we weren't able to create a simulated version of the universe. And even then, that doesn't even matter. But we get too towards there. I don't know why people freak out over that one. Like, what would be the big fucking deal? If it was, like, you're never gonna be able to know with certainty or tell the difference. Like, what's the big deal? It doesn't negate God, it doesn't, I don't get it.
Lou, where are you in that PTR? Are you the one all in the back?
Photo.
What's that?
Someone taking the photo.
Where's your black friends? No black friends?
You're the one black friend that we have, so we don't have to look for racist. Come on. I'm the one with the hand on the head.
David, why do you dress up like you're from the Revolutionary?
That's from the French Revolution, not the American Revolution.
And I was reading about Benedict Arnold this morning, and he almost took French Canada and incorporated it into America, but he sent a letter talking about his plans and attacks, and the leader of the French army got that letter, and that's what fucked up the assault. But Canada could have been ours in the Revolutionary War, but we fucked.
I think we came right on top of that, though.
You know,
they're actually here.
The Tea Act was only bringing in 40,000 pounds a year, so literally like 1,000 pounds a day. Under fucking empire.
Yeah, but you have to rework that based on inflation. Like 40,000 back then was like a couple $1 million today.
I was thinking about the inflation of what is 1,000 pounds, but I don't know. I mean, like 1,000 pounds must be like, how is that fucking like that? Not 100 billion today. I mean, what's like 1,000 times more? So 1,000. I don't know. That doesn't seem possible.
Flavor much cheaper today.
But if you're literally working 3 out of 5 days a week to pay your taxes cumulatively, how is that not fucking? How is that not slavery? I mean,
listen, you don't have to feed them; they pay for themselves. You don't have to do anything.
You should be able to keep at least 51% of your productive output. Like that's a fair life exchange.
Nobody wanted to come to my room titled "The N-Word is not a big deal."
Nobody was aware of your room.
Well, I just made a room that was called "The N-Word is not a big deal."
Oh my God, just stay in your room.
Can you change? Can you? Oh, okay.
Vic, why didn't you include outward?
What is that song he said? LGBTQ.
That's it. CRT, LGBTQ.
I like it when Randy McDickerson sings it.
Oh. Great.
That's a mantra to basically de-hypnotize people from the political propaganda that has mass hypnotized African Americans and countless other Americans to essentially mar their souls with racial identity politics and descend into.
Are you cooking?
Birds.
Anyway, I was just removed from JB's room about why the N-word is no big deal, because JB has a room about how the N-word is no big deal. And then Anthony, I know, I agree, it's not a big deal. But my friend Anthony Edwards, who's a very smart man, was speaking. Anthony was speaking, and he was saying something really smart. And then, just to be funny, I said, "You dumbass nigga." And then just to be funny, obviously, but then I was removed from the room for that, so.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I think that's fair. You were being a dumbass. I guess we were being.
So are you trying to create beef between Jay and me? But
No, I just think the N-word and the F-word are not a big deal, and we all need to get over it.
Well, I mean, do you think as a man it is mature or even intelligent to engage in F-word, N-word conversations on any level? What?
If that was the metric of how we should go about it, we wouldn't be in this position.
I'm just saying life is limited. Like, you only have so many hours to live. Like, it's your choice. I mean, I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying that
I think that
why apply that metric now? That's a little too late.
I think we have a responsibility to respond to and address the ongoing spread of niggerdom and faggotry that is overtaking our society. And I understand that time is limited, and I understand we can only affect what we can affect, and I understand we shouldn't waste our time or energy doing stupid shit. I understand all that. But I think, does that mean that we should ignore the spread of F-word, N-word, LGBTQ and just say, hey, it's fine, do whatever you want to do with this society. I'm not going to participate in society because I'm a stoic Zen master. So if you just want to rape me in the club, yeah, basically just pull your pants down and put it in my mouth because I don't care.
No, what I'm saying is, you know, when you read a book, maybe you've heard of these things, you realize that communication is very important. And so if you want to be clear and concise and say something meaningful or create any value, engaging or speaking in any F-word conversations with regards to analyzing F-words and N-words makes you the F-word, N-word that you are actually maybe opposed to people using in casual conversation for no reason whatsoever other than to waste their time because they haven't figured out a way to create any real value.
I mean, I have to read so honestly, yes.
Do you ever think about writing a book?
I have written a book, and I gave it to this obese woman once, and it made her.
Is it available for purchase online?
No, it's not, but I did actually.
I've written a book that is available for purchase online, and I would appreciate it if each of you would purchase a copy of this book today.
Is it, can I get onto my house? Is it on demand?
You can get it mailed to your house on demand printing from Lulu. It's a it's not a hardcover, it's a paperback, but it's a real book that will appear at your house, printed in book form.
Pages and what size is the font?
It is probably about 120 pages. It is a book of poetry. And the font is probably 12-point font or whatever, you know, normal font size. And it is, the author is Zach Della Ruta, and the title is Pages Against the Machine.
Who did you dedicate the book to?
I believe it is dedicated actually to your mama.
I don't know, like at the beginning of books, but this is your.
Is this like an anti-technology?
It has a little anti-technology theme. So it says that it's sold out. Fuck.
That might look cool though.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's bump.
Yeah, you fuck. Alright, well, I'll set it up so you can buy it again, but...
Well, I think it's a really price into, you know, book, if I may, and then we'll roast you here on the app after we read the audio.
There is an audio version of all of these poems. There's a musical version of every poem. It's just a book of my song lyrics written down.
So you're not good at singing? Is that what it is? Are you just singing?
No, dumbass.
That's fine. I'm not good at singing.
They are. I sang them first, and then I made a book of lyrics. lyrics are so good. Because the lyric is on the fucking poet.
So you say just like, relatively speaking, your voice is not very good.
Lou, have you never heard my shit?
No, I haven't. I told you literally. So I mean, like,
do you want to hear a song?
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the music, no.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that's not I don't.
Lou, do you like rap, right?
Yeah, I hate rap.
But wait, Lou
Rap
likes
is for poor people.
Can't you read? I mean, can't you sing in like, can't you sing, not rap?
Me?
Of course not. Rap is for people who can't sing.
Lou.
I like the Drake.
Lou.
What? Yeah, send it to me.
I put the link in the chat.
Is this a struggle session?
It's a temporary break in between paying jobs for me. It's a weed break. It's a safety break, basically. That's what it's a safety break.
Zach, can't be
It's not a good thing if you don't have a product to sell. The thing that you. Why is your book sold out? And I know it's not because it's sold out.
I know.
Why aren't they manufactured?
There's an issue. I need to check it.
Still a digital version.
I'm using Wix right now, and I'm not impressed.
Using it as a studio or
I'm using the website builder, and
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a user issue, not a Wix issue.
I actually just wanted to get Wix so I can complain about it.
They have a more advanced version that's like a studio version of their website builder that like a year ago or so, like it was too advanced for someone like me that doesn't like know how to code. But it was much better than their, whatever it is. They're just a general website builder. Because their model is like they don't want it to be that good. They want you to call it and be like, oh, I fixed it. And they're like, well, we are professional. We can work $2 grand to build one. And then it won't work after a week or so for a minor issue, and then we're just gonna keep doing it. That's how the model works. Not
confirm how bad it is, and it is fucking really stupid. It's like this is as good as AI gets. I mean, I'm using this way better.
Bro, go to Hugging Face, and it's called. There's a really impressive. Let me find my phone. I forget the name of it, but there's a version 2 that they just released last week.
So this is
one of the top space.
I'm ready to work. Ask me anything. Create me a website. Vaccinologist to be rhino and that. Lou, do you want to join my campaign? I'll pay you as the campaign manager.
Yeah, he can do all of AI for you.
Oh,
So he's
Ross
very good
said
at
that you would not endorse for this kind of thing. Like you get some person thrown into it.
I'm about to actually hire people to start doing door knocking. Marshall Rankin said he was going to fly up to Chicago and work for $1 a day. He said all I had to do was provide him with.
Do you know that people on Clubhouse are trying to bring your campaign down, right? By saying like you are you're this and that.
It's called Deep Sight Me Too. Dude,
And I was thinking,
type exactly what you were just typing into this thing and see. So
Dude, this Hugging site, Hugging Face is fucking putting out a world-class website right now.
Do you know what to do? Edmund, that's how I am redoing my website now. You can give it a try. You go to Claude AI, and you look for websites that you look what they look like. Or for example, going to Wix. Hold on, let me try. So Wix have got templates, right? So if you take one template of Wix and you take the pages that you like, you will find that they have got an HTML code. So you copy paste that HTML code and you give it to Claude and you say, Claude, here's the HTML code for the design that I like. Now what I want you to change is, for example, instead of being red, I want you to make it blue. Instead of saying this text, I want you to say this text. Instead of being 3 boxes, I need you to add 4 boxes, and so on. So you tell it like just in verbally, you know, like just like if you would tell an assistant what exactly you want, and it takes the code, the HTML code, and it builds it exactly with that exact design, but with the details that you want. And then it gives you the HTML code. So with that HTML code that you get with the HTML code that you get from Claude, then you just paste it into the Wix, and there you go, your website. And you don't need to build or measure or upload or do anything. It's what?
I mean, if you want legit, there's a different way to build it, more effective ways you can go about it. There's behaviors. You can screenshot it. You can just upload a screenshot and say it.
Yeah, I have tried that, but it doesn't get it very well. So I have uploaded mock-ups, I have uploaded stuff, and it doesn't really do it. Doesn't replicate it.
Well, you need to give it a system conference first.
Yeah, but if you give it the HTML code, it even gets the font, gets everything, gets the design, the space, the margins, the circles, the everything. And then you just tell it, okay, now I just need you to change this text for this text, or this color for this color, or add an additional box, or whatever.
Try the thing. Did I put it in the chat? Edmund, are you trying the thing? Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just it's fucking unbelievable. It's like I'm putting together a fucking $30,000 website right now.
In Hugging Face?
Yeah. Also, I'm using Claude AI now, and I'm doing financial projections on the U.S. national debt from 2025 to 2029.
You can find dedicated models that are custom and forked off of some of the open source ones on Hugging Face. That is it's literally modified for specific industries, use cases, etc. There's a lot of shitty ones for people like me that are trying to just use AI to build AI and don't really know what they're doing.
I've had multiple Clubhouse accounts get deleted over the past week, and I think it's because everybody's like, just search for John Kitover and mass report.
Yeah, I'm trying this Hugging Face, but it's just giving me a lot of HTML code. What is it?
Building literally and causing you a brain aneurysm that builds it.
Are you using Hugging Chat, or are you using the link that I put in?
The link I gave it.
And are you using DeepSite or just the chat?
DeepSite, yeah, DeepSite. What is it doing? I just said, can you help me with my website? And I gave it my website address. And it's writing a lot of code.
You should like call it something like this website was built by one of the best developers in the state. Like you are the best developer on the planet. You will enhance the feat. Like things like this actually will.
And you give it your website, and it does it.
I wouldn't even hit the website, honestly. I would just. That's kind of like moderate. I mean, you do what you want out here.
Lou, you're my AI campaign consultant. You know, you're my
I'm telling you, he's the best you can get in AI.
Yeah, do you want a job as my official AI campaign strategist?
I mean, I would do that. That would be kind of a fun. I don't know what to say, man. But it would be kind of cool, actually.
I think you're the man for the job. What's your email address?
Fuck it. It's LOU.2191.
At Gmail?
No, iCloud.
219 at what?
Dogs!
iCloud.
Uncloud?
iCloud.
Oh, iCloud. What is that? .net or
iCloud.com.
Man, you're about as knowledgeable as Apple Intelligence.
I had to pay $1 a month for that stupid iCloud thing.
So do I. I just realized I should have gave them one of the.
Yeah, to back up my
domains that I use.
To back up my phone and iPad.
No, but mine is free. Well, I pay for I pay for the cloud.
Yeah, mine is free too, but it doesn't have enough storage for my backups.
But my iCloud mail is backed up in my iCloud.
Yeah, I have all that, but it's the backups that you need more space than they give you for free.
The website is johnforcongress.com. Wow. But dude, I'm about to save my project on Hugging Face, and it looks like I have a world-class website now.
Are you running as a Democrat or Republican?
I am.
What is your goal?
My goal is to defeat Darren LaHood, the rhino vaccinologist and $20 trillion debt creator from Rockford and Peoria, Illinois.
Is that your actual goal, or is that like the ideal outcome, but you're going to do whatever you want?
How much money have you raised?
I think you could win, actually. To be honest.
Yeah, I believe it is possible to defeat him based off the big, beautiful bill.
Oh, if he was for that, oh yeah.
Wait, so are you running as Democrat or Republican?
Republican,
obviously.
Out of your fucking mouth.
There's no Republicans left in Chicago.
I'm the one and only. Prove me wrong. Actually,
we're not running the Democrat.
Well, I guess the Democratic.
Just let me ask. No, nothing.
I guess the Democratic mayor of Chicago only has a 7% approval rating. So.
Oh, it redid my website. It redid the whole thing.
Being like racist, you know, choose the Democrat. Why not just run as a Democrat? It's still try to do the thing that you actually want to do.
Damn, Hugging Face refused to connect. What the fuck?
Louis, you remember when the Chicago mayor said only minorities allowed in the press pool?
Well, I mean, she's an extraterrestrial.
She's like Beetlejuice. She's like, I'm only taking questions from minority reporters. It's like, what?
The mayor just spews white racism and takes photo ops day after day after day. It's like we live in clown world. It's unreal. It's almost like delusional. I mean, it's like because I have political like yearbooks from just the 60s and 70s. The culture, the class, the sophistication, none of it's there. It's literally racial identity politics 24/7. We live in clown world. We've regressed. We've become stupid, low IQ. We have essentially retarded ourselves.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't disagree, but it's like, well, if it's working, Why would you want to change something that's working?
If not, people are getting murdered in the streets. 50 people
Well,
shot.
okay, but when I'm saying working, like, as in, like, they're getting elected. People aren't listening. That's what they want. So, like, what's their end goal? They want to be elected.
I don't know. I think they want to make a run on the Federal Reserve and the banking industrial complex and basically become communist, socialist money printers and just and essentially lower standards and capabilities to where everyone is essentially a slave. It's like basically you sell out the country. This is like a clearing estate for, the world. We're no longer an independent country in many ways. We are essentially a multi-branched, faceted corporation ruled by, special global powers and domestic powers. We the people, whoever we the people are, go ahead, Issa, say we the people.
We the people.
Are you being serious? Like, I would actually, I would go take it, like, for reals. Because I'm trying to get into, with, like, a legit company. And, this would be amazing on a resume. And I also think it can help people. Because a lot of people don't actually know what the fuck AI does.
I've helped a lot of people get jobs by working for them.
I can do the voiceovers. I can do the voiceovers of your campaign.
I'm just waiting to be a crisis actress. I'm just waiting for the call.
I can be the investor.
No, Danny, yeah, you can be the investor. Danny can be the CFO. Because she's Jewish, she will manage the money.
No,
if you donate to the campaign, you will show up in the FEC filings if you want.
Yeah, I think you've seen that people are able to, I don't know if it's common practice, but if we see them go up, are able to get the reasons. I have dibs on David, so he donates, that's my question.
Yeah, I will. Whatever David donates, I'll donate right back to you.
I was blown away the first time. I'm like, oh, you guys get commission on this? But then it's like, oh, that makes sense actually. Like, why shouldn't they get it? Because Augustus, I think he was pretty involved with the RFK.
Yeah, dude, he was on stage at them.
Yeah.
Working for him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say who was at this wedding when I was there, but there's some pretty mismatched views.
Well, we would have to get you sure, but you did say you were not violating the NDA.
I do remember there was no phones allowed at the wedding.
The only thing you remember. When was this wedding? How was it? I'm sure it was amazing.
That was amazing. Yeah, it was really. I've been to the venue where we had it in Jersey. It's probably the nicest venue in Jersey. It's South Jersey. Very nice.
Yeah, I had dinner with Augustus and his wife, and we were having a good time, and literally over Augustus, I know his name is Augustus, like he's a Roman Caesar or something, but there were all these like ivy leaves or laurels, and I had like a beatific vision of him and his wife. I was like, oh wow, I don't really believe in reincarnation or like past lives, but that was like as close as I ever came to like seeing some type of vision.
Good, how you doing?
Did you go to the wedding?
Okay.
No, because I didn't get invited. I'm too much of a villainous word. Yeah, troll.
Well, I mean,
I like to think though that
security, but they need to make sure that none of your 36 phones got through.
Well, I like to think that, I don't know if you've ever seen The Scarlet Pimpernel, but you should definitely watch that movie. I think that I'm the Scarlet Pimpernel. You want to hear the Scarlet Pimpernel poem?
I vaguely remember what the Scarlet Pimpernel is. but I don't really know.
They seek him here, they seek him there. Those Frenchies, they seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven? Blasted! Infernal! Heaven!
Yeah, I got some, they're in the back.
Yeah, he's like the French revolutionary assassin.
1 second.
No, he's a French aristocrat spy saving or he's a British aristocrat spy saving French aristocrats being killed by the rebels.
Pimpernel, in this context, kind of sounds like the N-word. Kind of sounds like you'd be like, what's up, fucking, this man a Pimpernel. He a total Pimpernel.
I mean, see, the thing is, these revolutionaries, these liberals,
pimp it out.
They're essentially mafia, murderers. I mean, they are political despots.
No, they let her go.
Lou, maybe you could mute up.
I muted it. Did that Pimpernel? Hey, Pimpernel. You better mute up.
Nobody puts Lou in the corner.
Pimpernel better mute up.
So, David, you want to be my benefactor and be the first contributor to the campaign?
He will be your Elon Musk.
Well, actually, I applied to the American Party for the super PAC that it is to get money out of it.
Did he already created it?
It's a super PAC, and yeah, I've already confirmed that they are interested in funding my. Peter Thiel said though that I'd have to come to his house and I'd have to bring a bikini and a bottle of it.
Well, Peter Thiel is a homosexual.
He asked me if I've ever used Palantir software and also if I have baby oil and a bikini to come to his summer soiree.
You still gotta tell me what happened with Goat.
Oh, that video went viral. It's got over 3,000 views of him crying and screaming at a black. What do you think?
But he said that he claimed to me that he did not call the police on you.
Well, he claimed in the video he called the police twice on me.
Oh, I need to see this. Can you send me the link?
Dude, I literally create 500 videos a day, go search and have fun. So. But I will find it and I will send it to you because it does keep showing up.
When Princessa became famous, you should have indexed her videos. You probably got a ton of views.
Dude, Princessia, like, she's still showing up in the algorithm for that CARES association and her elevator shaft temper tantrum. And it's still showing up in the algorithm.
This website that Lou shared is amazing, dude. It's great. I gave it a few instructions and it created what I asked it. I'm gonna play with it right now. Because I've been working on my website. Well, I worked a little bit on it on Friday. And I abandoned it during the weekend, but I'm gonna go back to it because it's amazing.
What's your website?
And I'll send it to you, but it's horrible. My website is like, it looks like it was done by a 5-year-old girl, not boy, not even a 5-year-old boy, 5-year-old girl. Huh? I'll send it to you on the website.
What's up? Hey, David.
Hey, wait, did he say hey baby?
What? Who said hey baby?
I think.
Hey, David.
Oh, David. Okay, I thought you said hey baby.
You projected David.
No, as soon as he calls you baby. But it's a different stuff.
No, not me. He's married, and I am friends with the wife.
Yeah. It's kind of.
I mean, you know, everyone has their own kinks. You never know.
No. What's up, guys?
And I know him. How long since I know you, Papito?
Don't call me the fuck that.
Listen, it's not my fault. You were the one starting this. Now you have to. You made your bed. Now you lie on it. And you made your bed for years, so it's impossible that after so many years you can expect me now to just all of a sudden start calling you somewhere else. It doesn't work like that.
Okay. So.
So I met you, I think, in 2001. Yeah, 2001. No, 2003 it was the university, but I met you in 2001.
No. We're
2002.
2002, yeah.
No, but that's when we worked together, 2000.
No, because you were in the morning and I was in the evening at university.
Hey, I didn't meet you in university. I met you in Valio Arius a year before.
Yeah, but you were already in university.
No, I wasn't in university. I met you because of in Starrel. You were my client.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You were my client, and then I started working with you, and then we went to university together.
Yeah. What's it?
But yeah, I think I met you maybe at the beginning of 2002. But I started university until 2003.
It was almost a year after September. I remember that because September 11 was what started the whole debacle of, the company.
Yeah, but by September 11, I was still working in my previous job in BASF. And then after that, I stopped working there probably like end of that year, like I don't know, December. And then I started, I think, in Alius in 2002 beginning. Very early, 2002. But I didn't get to university until 2003.
Correct. Man, it's been a long time.
So David, yeah, I know JP since 2002.
Hey, that's longer than you know me.
Of course.
Now I'm jealous.
I've known him for 23 years. What are you doing, Edmund? Are you working on your website?
I just went back to that hugging tree thing and recreated a new one on my cell phone because the stupid desktop version doesn't work. So AI is now recoded.
Oh, I was doing it on my phone, but it fucked it up, and so now I'm gonna try on my desktop. I'm doing exactly the opposite as you.
Lou, you've been promoted to my senior AI campaign strategist.
Already promoted.
Promoted your first day.
Does everybody here build websites?
No, but nobody creates websites, but we're trying AI.
Well, I build websites if anyone's interested.
Oh, you can hire him.
Lou is a master prompter.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Edmund, you can hire a Guatemalan as your website manager.
Listen, you all work for the campaign, JP. You've also worked for the You were the junior website campaign design strategist.
Yeah.
What am I? Are you gonna give me a job as well?
Yes, you were my publicist.
You guys know that if I do my job effective, but it's none of you will read it effectively.
Okay, Issa, I'm gonna make you campaign vice chair president.
Oh.
I want the authority to be.
Do I have to sleep with anyone?
Only if you want to.
If that's the case, I don't think I will be the right person.
No, it demands
It requires what?
It requires chaste and virgin-like behavior, so no sleeping with anybody on the campus.
Okay, good. Yeah, because we are conservatives.
That's why conservatives don't have sex. That's true.
The more pure you are, the more pure the campaign.
Well, then what is it?
Good.
What party are you talking about?
You know, a proper conservative will wait until marriage to have sex anyway.
Rhino killers and anti-vaccinologists.
I have been, how do you say, renovating myself.
We want you to replenish yourself, reinvigorate yourself, and reintroduce yourself.
Okay.
That's what she's. That's what everybody's telling her.
Lucian, what would be the correct prompts for this situation?
What situation?
This communication, conversation.
You have to tell me what you're trying to communicate.
You said there's some good AI shrinks.
Oh, I already have shrinks in AI. I have two. I have ChatGPT and Claude.
I'll look in it.
Just their own people that's probably AI. She keeps talking to AI all day on TikTok.
Me? No.
No. This girl. This TikToker.
Make AI stepsister profile, personality AI. I don't know why she's flirting with her. That's conservative.
That website is amazing, dude. I just tried it on my mobile, but I'm gonna try it right now on
You weren't supposed to put my OnlyFans website out there. People don't just for you.
my computer.
How much does Lou charge to join his OnlyFans?
I cannot say.
You can't buy your way in.
He gave me a passcode, a gold code. I love how Chris said, David, to you, I am David's only fan in the Bitcoin room.
Yeah, I like Christian a lot.
But you like me more, right, David?
Some word.
What about Muslims?
Fuck the Muslims.
I don't know, I don't have any Muslim friends.
You need to get some Muslim stuff.
Get your Muslim hood out of here, Aziz.
What the hell?
I broke his sister on first.
We're colonizing the world, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't like you anymore.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Global jihad and stuff like that.
Yeah, guys, that makes sense. Lisa, I'm gathered to.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I have to. I have this thing. It's a training that it works. So yeah.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Bye. Bye, JP.
Oh, that was JP?
He left.
In my head.
So what do we think? We just like Muslims want to kill everybody, or?
No, Muslims are like a pest.
I don't know, but like, do they gonna kill everyone? What do they want to do? What do the Muslims want to do? Like really, because they're like.
The Muslims they want to conquer whatever that means, whether it means marrying women or having their children or raping or killing or whatever. I mean, like whether it's through terrorism, let's call it quote unquote convincing people to join their cause.
So they want to marry women. They want to marry women.
Well, actually, girls, because like they're starting at 6 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't think there's any countries where that's a legal age, but
you're not asking for permission, honey.
Yeah, if it was good enough for Muhammad, then.
Well, it's there's legal stipulations following the laws of the land. Plus, if it was, I mean, I'm pretty sure, actually I won't get a counter argument on that one. I'll leave that one in the chamber. But what do we think? Like, do you think they have like this briefing where they kind of like, this is what you tell everybody, and then we're gonna just have sex with all the women? Is that what they're doing, or how does it work?
I don't know. Do you know how it works? You're the Muslim.
No, but I'm like a naive one, right? Because I kind of say stuff like, "Oh, we just want to go to like Disneyland and shit." So like, I don't really. They don't keep sending the memo to me.
Oh yeah, no, they're not that.
You know what I mean? They don't send me the memo. But I feel like you guys.
Edmund, can you demote Lou for having an open life? What do you mean? How do you do it? It says you're the Muslim here. You should know.
No, but I just wonder, like, so do we want to kill everyone? What do we?
I don't know. You guys are doing a lot of shit.
I don't know what to watch out for. What are the signs?
You don't need to watch out for anything. You are doing it.
Like subconsciously, or?
I don't know.
It's tribes.
What am I doing?
It's that simple. You're not doing it, obviously.
My username can be. Can my username be my email, Lou?
What's that?
Can my username be my email?
I don't know what you're asking for. What?
It doesn't matter. I'm just finding.
Yeah, just use the code that I gave you, and it doesn't matter what your internet is.
Okay. Sorry, Aziz, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Is it like any? Is it just the Muslims, or do we have to watch out for like anyone else, or how does this?
No, I think it's just the Muslims.
Just the Muslims.
Well, let's not forget about. No, it doesn't matter.
No.
He's gonna say the Jews.
So the Jews.
Oh well.
He's gonna say the blacks.
Okay. So cheeky buggers. Always got.
I mean, I don't. Well, I guess the idea was started over this, but I don't. Like, Jews aren't notoriously known for raping people like out in public.
There's instances.
There might be incidents, of course, like every group of people. But I think with the Muslims, we can't agree on what is and
Right, but the majority of sexual violence in America is white males. So I don't.
Not in Europe.
Definitely in Europe. Definitely, if we're talking pedophiles, without doubt.
You would agree that if something has been constituted as sexual violence, then it's not being measured. So, like, for example, you know where I'm going with it. Like, it's not considered. The's nothing wrong with it. Fine.
Deep side.
Right, but then I could argue. Right, so I could argue, you go to some countries and women are having sex with loads of men, and someone can say that's the degradation of society, and we can say, well, this particular society doesn't deem this as a negative, or that doesn't, entitle
this is what is actually frustrating. Like, you guys get a lot of things right. You're just way too the messaging. It's horrible, and also I mean, you guys die on the hill of there's nothing wrong with the 6-year-old, but I think they got a lot of things right actually.
Right, but it's almost like things change. They don't suck the baby dick no more. They use the little pipette thing. Things change, and that's what modernization is. We can't just
but you guys are not necessarily in a bastion of modernization. You still live like you're in the 6th century.
Right, but the Christians and Jews aren't talking about Sodom and Gomorrah when they talk about Tel Aviv. We moved on, I guess, right? Why is it not in the scripture still? Are we editing the scripture? What seems to be the problem? Because they're saying something.
The thing that's crazy is that you guys, you just let them get away with the idea of they think, okay, so if a father decides it's okay for his daughter to marry or whatever, that's kind of a big. I don't agree with the age and the practice of it necessarily, but it's that's sort of a trap to fall into. But you guys have such ridiculous sort of. You can't criticize the prophets, but you can't even address it. But it's okay, well, who then? Who then? If a father thinks it's okay, I mean, the dude's either a piece of shit or before. Or it's not a bad principle, but maybe it's being practiced in the wrong way. Especially in the event where we're selling kids.
Wait, is this Augustus? Tell me your voice. Everybody. Sorry, go ahead. No, I just wanted to make sure it was okay.
Is this American Augustus or European Augustus?
No, this is Augustus, Black Augustus.
Oh my God! All the women are so Korean.
Yeah, British Augustus.
I don't know. Say all women are going to get so horny. I mean, Issa, how you feeling? I mean, hello.
Well, let her send it my OnlyFans access code that I gave her, and then you can go.
And then she can alright, cool. I'll sign you up. I'll do you a good little.
It was a one-time only code.
I think I was gonna say, if you sign up now, I'll give you 3 months off. So it'll be good. That's it.
You don't want to. I think it was the last time I talked to you. I think you were thinking about doing a documentary.
Is this Lou? Is then you called yourself Lucifer?
Yes.
Yes,
it's the same.
That's so crazy.
He's been Lucifer, Lunatic. Now he's Logisticals.
That's hilarious.
There's also translucent.
He's also one of the white person.
I got a lot of hate for being trans when I was translucent, but I was I'm not actually trans.
I mean, it could be. We just never know.
But when I identify as not trans, then you know. Tomorrow it might be different.
Actually, I think only Easton would know because he's the only one that has access to OnlyFans.
Yeah, but that wasn't pre-op.
Only trans.
You don't have to answer that question.
That wasn't a question. It was a preference. I think.
So do we just have to kill all the Muslims, or what do we have to do?
No, I don't want to kill them. I just want them to stay in their own Sharia law countries.
Right, but they'll stay, but why do you guys keep visiting those countries and
that's fine, and when I visit those countries, I follow the rules. I visit those countries, I follow the rules of those countries, so I would like for the same to be done in my countries.
I don't know about that. I mean, you seem to be destabilizing a lot of those places. So
Me?
Oh, I'm not killing anyone. Well, I'm talking about, me neither, right? But I'm just saying in general, it seems.
No, dude. I mean, like even last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was for the World Cup, like it was in Qatar and they had their rules. Yes, they tried to break it, but no, it was the laws of the land and they had to respect it. No beers in stadiums and a lot of other stuff, and people had to do it.
Right,
it is what
and
it
that's
is.
why they want, and that's why they want to destabilize them.
No, but they didn't.
They don't want to follow the rules.
And we shouldn't allow you guys to do that either in the West.
No, but it's the Western countries that seem to be, colonizing the Congo and, doing all of the killing, right? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, World War I and II, that's what are we...
But as long as you go though, it doesn't matter. That's fine.
But I think what he's saying is that Western, because I don't know you and I don't, but I think what you're saying, and I think he's just super smart, so maybe she might be just trolling you a little bit, but I think what he's essentially saying is that the Western nations are responsible for a large majority of the crime, the disorder, the destruction of the planet. So when people say we want to keep people in their box, it's like, yeah, but practice the same energy, because had you just stayed in your fucking box, none of this would have happened.
Issa's very different. She went through a very weird, she's a very different person in certain views. People find it funny.
He hit the nail on the head. He hit the nail on the head. It's almost like the West suggests.
Since government's largest terrorist organization on the planet.
I think what the West suggests is that the rest of the world should be non-interventionist when they are the biggest interventionists in the world. So it's almost like
the West has the right to defend itself.
That's right. It's a bit disingenuous,
Well, to be fair, the Empire of Japan started it first.
Right, but it doesn't make them right, You can just be the first guy to be wrong, right?
I think, the dropping of the bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima was actually state authorized.
I don't think it was necessary, though. It wasn't necessary.
A lot of people use that argument for some of our friends.
It was necessary because that created a new balance of power. And because they were able to demonstrate what their bombs could do is that they didn't mess up with them anymore.
I think Japan were on their knees at that point.
Everybody fell in place after that happened.
I think Japan were already on their knees at that point if you sort of study it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been put in their lane. Everybody got in place after they saw what they were capable of doing.
Right, but you're opening a dangerous door.
Yes, you might, but that is exactly what strength for power is.
Right, but you're opening the door to putting people in their place.
Why not? Aziz, you've got a nice enough disposition, but how do you think spiritually, you can take your entire argument and just flush it down the
Okay, you said we don't.
What I'm trying to say is, you're a polarized political person, and you're annoying. Try to depoliticize and change your personality, because I gotta say, you're in the right.
I appreciate psychoanalysis. I appreciate that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's, I mean, the problem I have.
Tell this young Muslim political radical what the Torah would teach us about depoliticizing.
Why are you talking like that? Just not retarded.
Well, what was it?
You or him?
I can talk any way I want. Don't speak to police me.
Alright, I've come up with a strategy for the AI campaign. I'm going to do a ton of deep fakes, that way they can't really actually know half the crazy shit that you say with certainty is actually you.
Everybody say hello to Issa.
No, my
Hello, Anne.
Did you find it
still beeping? Are Anne and Lou still beeping?
I'm not beeping with him. He's beeping with me.
I've never been beeping with so much.
And did you find John?
No, I have not. And I'm freaking out.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to hire you in the campaign to elect John Kerry. That's fun. You love us as American.
Wait, what did you ask, Gan?
If I found a job, yeah.
Ah, you're looking for a job.
Beyond.
This job doesn't say, so it's not like
Beyond looking
you
for
go
a
in
job.
here.
What? Is your name Ann?
He's excited because he got a job today.
Yeah, Lou is there, and he had promotion as well.
Wait, Lou has a job and I don't.
But this is a real one at the same time.
This is the fastest moving political campaign in Clown House.
Maybe actually Augustus can help you. He's good with videos. Would you like for Edmund to be elected, Augustus?
What, as a political, what, as a...
He's running for the House. For the Congress.
I think it would be the greatest troll. Trolls.
Do you know how many Irish people are trolls that have been elected to office? I have a winning campaign strategy.
Actually, can you imagine him in the Congress? He would just slash everyone's arguments there.
100%. It would be. I think you should do it, mate. I honestly believe, and I don't mean troll. I don't mean to use troll as a pejorative. I think the same way that Trump is a troll to an extent. Do you know what I mean? That, or anybody who's got any fucking wits about them. Oh yeah, I can swear on this platform on TikTok. You know, I got like a strike on TikTok for saying that British people have a different temperament to Americans as it pertains to comedy. And this is TikTok. No, sir, you're a racist. I'm like, nigga, I'm fucking black. What do you mean I can't be racist? Is that not how it goes? No, nobody, just me. Anyway, so but no, I think you'll be able to do great damage. But it would be like a gift to America.
I think
sound retarded. Your political operatives are not operatives. You know what I'm saying? Go
I think black.
I don't know where she went.
No,
She'll probably come back. I didn't see her now.
It was a joke. Right. It was a joke.
Dude, this strategy.
Go for it. What were you gonna say, Lou?
No, he was talking to someone next to him.
Oh, okay. You know, black people can totally be racist. But the joke was that we can't.
Yeah, that's what black people say, right?
Well, I believe we could be racist. I could be racist. Well, what we
of
can't
course,
do is
everyone can be racist. Everyone is a little bit racist.
What we can't do is practice that racism in a way that truly affects a group of people. That's what they mean. I've had this discussion with a lot of people. It's like, well, if I don't like white people, then, and if that's like, you know, I am prejudiced against white people, maybe I don't want to, but if I, being a collection of white people, say, fuck that, get the hell out of our country, in fact, on your knees, and beg for forget, in fact, give us 25% of your, you know what I'm saying? Now we're practicing, if we have some sort of hard power structure behind us, where we can enforce our will upon the people. Anyway, you know, you guys, I know you understand, so. Whatever,
Yes,
I don't really care about all of that though, because most people are my bitches anyway, so I'm a multi-coloured, equal opportunist.
But how do you feel living in a crown gap?
This thing is doing an amazing website in just a second. I am really impressed, Lou.
Lou, I texted you. Can you text me back? If you called me, I'm pretty sure you called me.
I'm gonna send it to my friend Daniel. Yeah, so Edmund is running for Congress, Augustus, and he's working on his campaign.
Yeah,
he's gonna have the first fully
me know if you need any videos. I mean, I'll do you a discount.
David is going to be his Elon Musk.
Who?
David.
Yeah, it's David. Oh, your friend up here. Okay.
Right, David? How are you doing, Republican? Did you finish your website?
Let me check. Let's see. Saving. You must log in. They would like to access your Hugging account. Log in process. Create project. What the fuck? Deploy. Choose a title for your space. Congressman-elect.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. It should be a loose job.
Well, I agree. He's basically going to redo it all. The project is deployed. C project. Running. It's just like a blank screen. This is what Wix is like. You know, God, what was that website I was using? You just put your prompt in and it's that site very easily.
I gave him my current website and I said, can you redo this website with the same content it has? And I just want you to do in these colors and using this and that and using the logo, and he created it from scratch.
What are you doing? What platform?
It's in the chat. It was put by Logisticals.
Oh, Deep Site. Okay, cool. I know this too.
Yeah, Deep Site. Have you tried it?
It's pretty old. There's some, I have tried it, but it's one of like the last time I tried it was on like an older version of Deep Secret. I could be wrong. Yeah, usually what you're finding good use out of it, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just trying it right now.
Oh, new
but
version.
it's yeah, it seems good.
Nice. I'll check it out. Thank you.
And I'm redoing my website, and so I was looking for some help. I'm working with Claude AI, but doing page by page. Oh, I
didn't realize it's muted. Deep is it uses the a DeepSeek's API, but they just made a new DeepSeek version too. I guess 5 days ago. I haven't tried it yet, but that's what they're using. So Claude Code just had a pretty big update, it looks like, too. No, the Grok 4's benchmark. It's not really confirmed, but it seems like the leak is legit. They're not denying it. If those benchmarks are legit, it's off. Like it's insane. It's a bigger jump, arguably from Grok 3 to what Grok 4 is. If it's legit, the benchmarks if they're legit, then like 3.5 turbo to like 0.1. I got something like I think 40% on humanity last exam, which is by far the most difficult difficult benchmark.
Okay, I just sent you 5 to-dos for the campaign by text message.
Oh, did I get demoted that quickly?
Wait, do you agree on a salary yet?
Well, what do you think is a fair salary?
I just want to have a legitimate say.
I mean,
to be somewhat serious, I don't care about the money because I want to be able to put it. But if you're gonna like be sending me to dues and this is just like a title that is meaningless,
close months.
that's fine. I could still
pay the bills. Just say I want, $200 a day, David. We'll pay.
I really don't care about the money aspects. I want to be able to put it.
Let's just budget then at $200.
Bro, I make more than that in my regular job. Why would I want to put up with your crazy
flex
for money? Not a splash.
I'm simply trying to do a pass-through here from David to you. If you want to resist it, I could get 2 shits.
Well, I thought we had this setup where you get commission off any campaigns rates, and I already declared that David is the person. I'm voted the commission to any sort of campaign where there's donates. I get put for. You're sending me things that don't involve AI at all. They're not bad ideas.
It's a different campaign. I'm just trying to create, to-dos. I mean, it's all part of a campaign strategy. I mean, I know it has nothing to do with AI. I'm literally just getting my thoughts out of my head.
That's fine. I hope someone didn't steal my phone. So you died. I don't know where it is. And I can't go to human. Wow.
And so then we keep the keepers of the world hear the way we use it, and they don't understand that for us, the word
world use it. See, they only understand it from the historical context of the word, right? So they think when we're calling each other the N-word, it's the same as when the white man was calling us the N-word back during slavery. So it does come back to that whole accountability. We have to let people with different opinions, in my